Hey everybody, it's Ken Christian. At certain moments, this YouTube 90-day challenge has seemed like Mission Impossible. But it's really tough sometimes to fit something in that you've committed to. And it's also amazing how creative you can become. Last night was that case in point where I wandered around in the rain in Manhattan looking for some place that had Wi-Fi that was still open and wound up in a bar. Um, it's mid-afternoon in New York City today. I've already looked around at Times Square again, picking up some tickets for a performance tonight. Also, I have a performance I'm going to go to on Friday. Tomorrow, I'm going to a museum. And around all of those things, plus today I was at HarperCollins, my publisher, checking out events related to China and possible promotions there. It's a rich mix of things, but I'm without my standard way of living, and that opens up creative opportunities, but it also throws me out of whack in a way because nothing is predictable whatsoever, and so it's difficult to get blocks of time to work. But in fact, going to HarperCollins, talking to my editor for a half hour was a kind of way of working. And many other things are ways of working on myself. When you put yourself in the right orientation, and get this because I think it's one of the things that I'm really unearthing as I continue to do this. If you put yourself in the right orientation, if you're playful, if you look at a way to do things creatively and you enjoy the absolute process of doing the impossible. I don't know how deeply I went into how close I was to writing off this entire challenge the very first day because I tried to record a video and it didn't work, and then it was getting later and later in the day, and caught myself doing something amazing, which was I was coming up with rationalizations for why I could cancel and not pay the 10,000. And one of them is that in the state of California, you have overnight, at least, sometimes it's even 3 days, to rescind an agreement that you make if you really think you weren't in right mind when you made that agreement. It helps people who've impulsively bought cars and things like that to have a little wiggle room to back out. But I'm glad I thought better of doing that. I'm glad I've stuck to this. I am happy that it's day 9 in this, and I'm a tenth of the way there on this 90-day challenge, and things are going to get much more creative as it goes along because I'm going to have time to add a couple of practices that I learned that I want to include, and I'll describe them for you when the time comes. But today I've managed to arrange to be at mid-afternoon at the recording phase, not at 11 o'clock at night. And I've planned my day a little more effectively because I simply had more time to do so without standard commitments. Okay, best to you. Keep thinking of ways you can put yourself in impossible situations because it is when you have to become much more creative and you have to decide how to make things fit. Okay, talk to you again tomorrow. See you then.